A lot of people asked us to film a YouTube video, so we're doing it. We have absolutely no idea what we're doing, so if this is a mess and a half,
it is.
Sorry, it is. So here we go.
So for those of you who don't already know us, I'm Natasha.
And I'm Tristan.
And we are dating.
So we're going to film our makeup routine while answering questions that people ask us, because there seem to be a lot of them.
And every step is a question.
Yes.
It's like every step we do for makeup, we're gonna answer a question. Okay. So we are barefaced, and I'm really ugly.
Oh.
And she's really not. No, I'm kidding. But anyways, we're gonna start with primer. Are we saying what we're using? No, I'm not kidding. I'm using some glowy makeup serum from that like Laneige brand that I don't know how to pronounce.
I'm using Fancy Beauty, so here we go. Okay, so the first question is, what made you realize, or how did you realize you were in love with Tasha? And like, how is it different than a best friend love? And I think that is unfair because I have to answer for myself. I think what made me realize was like thinking of her in another relationship, and then that, like, in my head I was like, but I don't want her to be in another relationship, and then I was like, maybe I want to be in a relationship with her. So that's how that went, and actually I was correct, and here we are. So
I'm actually not in another relationship, I'm just in this relationship.
So good for me. So yeah, next thing we're doing is foundation, and I've used the same foundation since I was in first year of university. So that is what I'll be using.
I cannot use that one because I don't have my shade, so I'm using Marc Jacobs, which I actually got on sale.
Alright, the next question is, did you say I love you just after you told her you liked her? That question's like hard because we didn't say I love you after we liked each other because we were best friends for like 2 years.
We had already been saying
I
love you.
Yeah, like we had, that was already like a thing. We didn't like wait.
I feel like the time that I was actually like, oh my god, like the time that I actually gave you butterflies was when you first said like, I'm so in love with you. Like that was when I was like, like that was even before we started dating.
Yeah, we like,
this is probably answering another question too.
Yeah, we could have probably been dating for a lot longer than we have been because of just like how we were.
Yeah, we were like a lot, like we got really close, like probably not friend close, it was definitely like dating close, but we didn't realize that
we
was
didn't
what it
know
was.
That's what it was. It's like hard because neither of us had thought of a girl like that, like not even a little bit, so we were kind of confused, which I feel like a lot of people can relate to. Like it's hard to know if you've never experienced that. So it was like once we did recognize that it was different like that, then we were like, okay, like maybe we should do something about that actually. So
yeah, but before that, I like, she said I love you, I was like, yeah, I love you, like it's like a reflex, which probably leads into another question, like when did you start dating?
Yeah, probably. I don't even know if someone asked that, but when did,
we'll just answer it, and then if there is one, we'll put it up.
Okay. So, when did we start dating? Well, like officially?
January 29th.
So...
But like we took pictures kissing on January 28th, so like, I don't know.
Do with that what you will.
Yeah, that's what I mean, the timeline is so messed up.
Like we just did things over, like very backwards.
The next step is concealer, and we use the same concealer. Yeah, and our next question is, who made the first move? So you answer that one again.
I like technically made the first move, which is like very unlike me. I would never.
I still can't believe it.
I would never in a million years do that. Like even now, like I probably wouldn't do it again.
Like, but I don't have to.
Like I was just so, like my thought process was, if I don't do it now, I'm like never gonna be able to do it, and I'm gonna regret it for the rest of my life. Because even if it wasn't reciprocated, I still, like, I would have been like, okay, that's fine, but I would have known that like I tried. Yeah, I didn't regret not trying, you know what I mean? So I was just like, you know what?
Because you won't know until you try. Could have said yes, but I could have said no, but I said yes, so. And like, if you didn't do that, we wouldn't be here.
Exactly. Like, I kind of was getting like vibes before, so I was like, okay, these vibes could mean two different things. The things we were doing were reciprocated, so I was like, okay, like if it's reciprocated now, like hopefully, I'm just praying to Jesus that it will also be reciprocated when I tell her that I like love her. I don't want to just be besties. So
Actually, to go from friends to this.
Yeah. So I like, yeah, so I made the first move and she just went along with it. It's like,
So
that's how it works. That's how you get the girls.
what are you doing next? Bronzer?
Yeah, bronzer.
Okay.
We've been into this,
Cream bronzer.
yeah, this cream bronzer that we also have the same of because originality is dead these days. Yes, so the next question is, how did you and Natasha confess your feelings for each other? We've always kind of like, I guess, confessed our feelings for each other.
We like send each other big paragraphs. And
Yeah, about how different our friendship was and how overwhelming the love we had for each other was. But again, we thought that was just like
normal.
we were really close. Turns out that's not actually what friends do. Which to my surprise.
I feel like everyone thinks like it was a big like we sat down and then like Tristan was like, I'm in love with you. And I was like, oh my god, this information is so shocking. What do I do? And then I sat on it and then she asked me when we started dating, like that's just not how it went. It was like, it's been a long time coming, but like literally.
The question leading into that was who asked who out, and so actually technically it was Natasha.
It was me. I remember her aunt messaged her and asked her if we were dating. And she was like,
I was at work, my dad, so
yeah.
That's
And
really fun
I went to
outside too.
It was fun, yeah. It was nice. I didn't know until she texted me, but I didn't see it. And then we went to go pick her up, and she was like, my aunt just asked me if we're dating, and I was like my whole world literally stopped, and I was like, what? So we got her to her house, and she was like, I'm just gonna tell her, and I was like, okay, like what are you telling her? Because like we hadn't made it like official, like no one had said anything.
Yeah,
we
weren't like, yeah, we're dating, like, but it felt like we were, so that's why I was like,
yeah,
I'm just gonna tell her, because I didn't want to have to retell her. Like I didn't want to say no and then have to tell her again. So
we were like in her bed, like going to sleep, I think, and she was like, okay, like I'm gonna tell her, and I was like, tell her what?
Next, I spent like 4 hours ignoring the text message.
Yeah.
She was probably like, hello?
Yeah. She's like, I need to tell her now, because like what she just said, like I don't want to not like say no and then have to tell her again. Like this is a perfect opportunity to just tell her. And I was like, tell her, what are you telling her? Like tell her what? She goes, that we're dating. And I was like, are we? And she was like, why not? So we're doing powder.
And the next question is,
I use Laura Mercier.
I use whatever Natasha gets me.
I have a lot of makeup,
Yeah.
so I give her all the makeup I don't want. Currently she's using the NYC one.
And it's actually good, so. Okay, the next question is, were you nervous or did you know she liked you back? Was I nervous? Yes, I was nervous, especially when I sent the first message where I was telling her I love her, because I was thinking she was gonna say, hi, actually, you're very strange, I don't love you back, so
That's exactly what I said.
Might have been. Actually, like, it might as well have been. Because,
Word for word. Oh my god.
Because she kept me waiting.
And I was like, how come? And she kept on waiting. I think the other part of the question was, what would you have done if I didn't like you back?
Honestly, like, I would have been like, okay. And I probably would have just got over it, because her happiness.
We would have had to be friends.
Yeah, exactly. Like, her happiness was the number one priority, and it still is, obviously. But, and like, I wouldn't. That's so cute. So, but it worked out, so here we are.
say, but you don't have to, because we're actually dating now. So yeah.
We're actually getting married, so. We can't even stop me from marrying you. So.
Next up is eyebrows.
But we're gonna do them off camera because
I cannot do my eyebrows like this.
Yeah, personally, my eyesight is very bad and I can't even see, especially with this little tiny mirror. So
you got the big mirror.
The next question is, were you nervous to post about it on Twitter? And
there's also a question that is like, how did you know when you wanted to tell everyone?
Yeah. So we're like, I don't think I was nervous. Like, I was.
Or how did you know when? Sorry, I keep interrupting. How did you know when to tell everyone?
I don't think we did.
No.
Like, we told our closest friends first, and then we actually told my friends before I told my parents, because
Yeah, me too.
it was harder to tell my parents because they already asked. My stepdad and my mom also already knew that we were dating. My stepdad was like, we've seen this coming for months. Like, this was not a surprise. They weren't surprised at all. And he had actually, the same day that my aunt asked if we were dating, he had also asked my mom if we were dating. So
and it actually became like a big joke. We were all just sitting there. Like,
Yeah.
Her mom was like, "Oh my god, like, could you
so
imagine?
funny.
Like, everyone's asking because we're dating," and we were like,
You were sitting there like, yeah, it's hilarious. But like, we actually were dating.
Yeah.
So. And like all of Twitter, there wasn't really a timeline like as to when we were gonna tell
we just
them.
knew it wanted to be after our friends and
Yeah.
after our family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we again didn't actually have a time when we were gonna tell them. It just kind of happened. We were like,
And we didn't even know if it was right. We literally were like making cookies or something.
yeah, we were baking.
And I was like, we were like, let's do it. Let's just do it.
And
who's gonna stop us from posting it?
who was even gonna stop us?
And then we broke the internet actually.
Yeah,
so.
it actually kind of went viral. So.
And then people were messaging me who don't follow me on my Taylor Swift Twitter. And we're like, and I was like, how did you see that?
Yeah, a bunch of people like we're friends with in real life, or like we know in real life, were asking about it from that tweet. So like it kind of made it easier because then we had less people to tell. But,
Yeah.
So it was.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the tweet,
Go
you should
link it in the description below.
you should go give it a like and a retweet. I'm kidding, it's dead now. Like, no one cares anymore. It was a big shocker at first. It was like breaking news. No one even knew. No one even saw it coming, actually. Actually, everyone saw it coming, I think. Anyways, we're gonna do our eyebrows off camera. Bet we were like so out of frame for that.
We're back and we have eyebrows.
Mine are terrible.
Mine are always terrible, so it's fine. So next step is highlighter. Except we use the same highlighting brush, so this might be an issue.
When she's like not here to have to do my makeup, I like paint it because I love this highlighting brush she has, and it's like random. She got it from Ipsy. Anyways, I use the Fenty Lightning Dust Fire Crystal.
I also got a Fenty one, and it is.
Do you?
How many quarts?
Oh, you just got that. Yeah.
Okay. The next question is,
This is like our most asked question, by the way.
It
like,
is.
Ever.
Yeah. A lot of people are very curious. This question is, do you have a label for your sexuality, or are you just keeping it label free for now? I think
That's a lot, actually.
both of us are just like,
I don't care.
yeah, like we don't really care to label our sexuality because like it doesn't matter really to us. And some people it could be the polar opposite, and they really like feel they want to label their sexuality, but
actually.
oh my gosh. But for us it doesn't really matter because it's not going to change anything. And some people find comfort in having a label, but I personally, and I think she also, yeah, we just like don't feel the need to. And I don't know if I ever will, so.
I think it's justified because we both did identify as straight. We both identified as straight, which is also why it was so hard to understand what was going on between us, because I knew she was straight, and like, or I thought, and like she also thought I was, so it's like it was hard to understand that like the feelings we had for each other weren't like were like feelings that we wanted to be together because we're both straight. So it's crazy how like your sexuality can literally change, and that's why I don't want to label it because I don't even know. Like, I love you and I know that I've never even been with a guy, so I'm, like, I know I'm attracted to them, which is I'd always been attracted to men and not attracted to women, so that's why I thought I was straight.
Moral of the story, we are very unsure of what
we don't fit inside a box.
Yeah, we're not like free.
Okay, the next step is eyeshadow. I have like 35 fucking eyeshadow palettes, but I'm gonna use this one. She's gonna use this one. It's also mine.
Just peachy.
Anyways, and the question is, what's our favorite date or memory that we have together? But that is not meeting Taylor Swift together, because if you don't know us, then you don't know that we met Taylor Swift.
Yeah, we met Taylor Swift together in 2018, which was something we're gonna tell our little baby children, actually. So
I mean, I actually, like, when I even thought of that question, that wasn't even an answer I thought of, which maybe that doesn't even make me a Swiftie. But I forget that we did that together. Like, anyways, our favorite memory, I can go, actually, our favorite date, we haven't been on a lot of dates.
Yeah, we've been on like 2 actual dates.
It's hard because we like don't live that close, so it doesn't really make sense for one of us to drive to the other one and like take each other out and then like go home.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make any sense. So she either comes here and spends like a bunch of days here, or I go there and spend a bunch of days there. So there's no date. Like we just spend a bunch of time together. Maybe it is, but like we can do our favorite memory.
Yeah.
Our like first date, we like went downtown and like went out to eat.
Yeah.
It was nice because like I was nervous and it was like that.
It was so weird. Like the amount of times we've done that and gone downtown and just like got food was often. But
we went to school downtown.
Yeah,
so
we went to the same school in downtown Toronto, and we would always go to eat and like whatever. But this time felt so different, and I remember getting off the train and my stomach was in knots. Like I had butterflies.
I was like
so
so scared to see her, and then my mom ended up calling me, and I was like, oh, thank fucking God, because then I can like dissociate and like just talk to my mom. And then I saw her, and I had to like hang out with my mom, and I was like, oh my God, and it was like so weird. I was really nervous. So like, it wasn't my favorite memory. Yeah, it was like that was our only real date.
Yeah, anytime we spent together is my favorite memory. So
it's a bad answer.
Yeah.
Thank you. But it's a bad answer.
Why?
Because I feel like they want like an actual details.
Oh my God. So my favorite memory together is when we went to London and Paris together.
Oh, I forgot about it.
Yeah, so in November we went to London, England, and Paris together. I'm not sure where London actually, but either way,
Ontario.
We went to London and Paris together, and it was very short and very like stressful.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, exactly, short and sweet. And we fell in love with London, and we would like to move there. So if anyone wants to fund our
or
trip,
sponsor us to actually live there as well.
Donations are welcome. Like everything was so like go, and we wanted to fit so much into such a short period of time. We just like did everything so quickly. So that made it very stressful. But like we never fought, we never whatever. It just like it was nice. Like the whole trip
we got lost because of you.
Yeah, we got lost.
And our legs, like we were so tired, we just wanted to go to sleep, and then we got
and
lost.
like that was a perfect opportunity for us to like kill each other, and we didn't. So it was so fun, and the whole trip I loved it. And
except for when we had to go home.
Yeah.
The next step is our eyeliner, which this step sucks, and I never even used to do it, but now I do, so.
Yeah, I don't even know if I could do this on camera, but if it looks bad, please don't come for me. I'm not in any way.
I use Stila.
I use this Essence one that's $4, so again, money bags.
Anyways, belt bags. Oh, the next question is like kind of a joke, but it's actually not because we actually take it very seriously. So Katie, I will just put them everywhere, but like I think it was Katie, Nikki, Emma, and like probably an endless amount of people asked if we could adopt them.
The answer is yes.
Yes.
We would be gladly taking all of the children.
All of the children.
All of them.
Especially those children.
Especially those children. We will gladly welcome you into our home.
Yes.
And with open arms. So the next question is when's the wedding? And personally, it would have been 4 months ago.
We've been dating for 4 months, basically.
Yeah, we've also been dating for 4 months. So we'll probably get married after we move in together because like I feel like that's what people do. But also like, do we do things other people do? No, we don't. So it'll be when we move in together, probably like after. But there's also like no rush. Like we know we want to marry each other, so it's like. Whatever happens, whenever we have the funds to have a wedding, we will have one.
Our next question, or the next step, what are you doing first? Oh, eyeshadow. Eyeshadow. I said eyeshadow.
Mascara. Next thing we're gonna do is mascara.
Mascara.
See, I don't think we've been actually saying what we use. Actually, this is Maybelline again, because Maybelline has some bomb-ass products, if you're wondering.
So I use 3 mascaras. I use the Milk Kush mascara because I really think it like makes my eyelashes look longer. And these all came in like a tester thing, so I just use them all. Better Than Sex, like everyone uses that. And then this Urban Decay Perversion one is actually good. The next question is craziest thing you like about each other.
Oh, I don't think anything is like crazy. I don't think they're crazy, but like the fact that everything she does has to be perfect, every single thing in the whole universe has to be exactly.
Who are you talking about?
Specific. You. fact that she's a perfectionist is really cute and it's kind of funny. Also the fact that she has to brush her hair every 3 minutes. Like we will be in the middle of God knows what, like eating dinner. She's like, you know what? I need to go brush my hair actually before we do anything. And I'd be like, for what reason? She'd be like, but I look ugly. I'm like, and who is seeing you except for me? She's like, yeah, but like my hair is frizzy actually. So she brushes her every 5 minutes, which is so funny. Like I just think it's so funny. So I do love that about her. I just love everything about her. So
Can you stop? I was in the middle of like curling my eyelashes. I almost ripped them off. They're so cute. I can't because you don't do anything crazy. You're like a completely rational person.
one of us has to.
We fight actually over the dishes. That's kind of crazy. She always rips the dishes out of my hands.
Yeah.
To do them.
Our fights. Actually,
So-
we've never had an actual fight, but we fight.
We're fighting actually. It's our first fight.
Actually, it was the first fight. Yeah, actually, so we don't actually fight, but yeah, we fight over dishes. So
She always tries to do the dishes all the time, and that's like not fair.
you know what's the craziest thing I've ever done? Actually,
What?
it's really crazy. It's actually really crazy. Stan Taylor Swift. So
Yeah, it's actually so crazy.
it's actually really crazy. So someone asked, what is the hardest thing about dating another Stan? And the thing about this question is like even when we were friends, have never once in my whole life considered like Natasha like a Swiftie friend. Like I guess people like categorize our friends as to like people we met on the internet and like in real life friends.
If
But
people don't know us, we've met on the internet.
yeah,
But like
not
really. Because we went to the same school.
yeah. But yeah, there's nothing hard about dating another Stan because I don't ever think about the fact that we both stan Taylor Swift. Like it's just a thing. It's never like a thought. We don't sit and talk about Taylor Swift all day. So we actually have other things in common than Taylor Swift. So
It's really crazy.
like much to a lot of people's surprise. Like I feel like people think we just like
we do love Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
there's
It's actually kind of easy because like we met Taylor Swift together. I know like we can go to concerts together. It's
Yeah.
not like something that like I'm going to go to 8 concerts. Like is my like partner going to support me? Like she's going to support me and she's going to be there.
I will be at all. I
So yeah, it's actually easy.
yeah, it is easy. And like yeah, there's nothing hard about it except for the fact that she actually hasn't met us again. So like Taylor Swift, hit me up. Where are you at?
Setting spray.
Lashes.
Setting spray before lashes.
Thanks for before lashes.
Between you and Natasha, who is the best cook?
I feel like it's very equal. Like everything we do is quite equal.
I think we're both capable.
Mhm.
Like I don't actually cook for myself ever, and like that's not something I like think I can do well. Like, but when I want to cook something, like I can cook it. Like I can look up a recipe and cook it. Like we had a picnic and we made all the food,
Yeah.
and like we eat breakfast. But like I don't cook dinner or lunch. But like I make breakfast. But like so do you. But like I know you can cook. We just don't. Anyways, next is lashes. We use Sephora lashes.
Yeah, because they're cheap and they are actually very nice. So
I don't know the difference honestly between them and normal lashes. The next question. It says, don't know if someone has asked you this, but what is your guys' Taylor song? The one you sing to each other and do googly eyes with while singing it.
we don't have a Taylor song. Well, I guess we do, but there's no song we like look at each other and we're like, marry me now. Actually, like, but I guess Paper Rings is our Taylor song because of the line I hate accidents except when we went from friends to this because
it's
we
just
really
really-
hate accidents these days. So this is a finished product. We are all finished. It took a very long time.
It
We had
took way too long.
no idea what we're doing.
No.
We talked for too long.
Mhm.
And we answered the questions probably the same in every
All
single
of them.
one. So,
Yeah.
but we tried our very best. There are so many people that asked us to do this.
So if you hate it,
Yeah, if you hate
don't
it,
ask us again.
Yeah.
Actually, so
maybe we'll try again when we're less awkward. But
I don't really see that happening anytime soon.
yeah, who knows if that'll ever happen. But anyways, thanks for asking us
Thank
questions,
you.
and maybe we'll see you sometime soon.
Maybe. Well, anyways, that's it. So
Bye. Bye.
don't get spring. Don't get me. Don't get me. Don't get.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I'm saying I'm a booty blender. Can we practice first?
Yeah, we'll practice.
And get your posture right. Okay. Okay, the thing is, actually, really, we should practice.
Yeah,
Hi,
just
like,
say
hi, or like, hi, or like, hi. Like, well, you know what? Everyone's been asking for a makeup tutorial too, so like, this can just.
Do your makeup tutorial? No one asked me for a makeup tutorial, so I'm just giving people what they don't even want.
Hi! Okay, but are we gonna be in the same spot in all of this?
I'm trying.
Okay. Is that what, maybe you should say that part, actually.